Hello hackers, welcome back to the new video, and today I am going to show how you can download and install Virtualbox and Kali Linux on your computer. So first of all, what is Virtualbox? Virtualbox is a software that allows to run multiple operating systems from one piece of hardware like your laptop or desktop. This means that you can continue to run the Windows or Mac OS operating system. You are familiar with and run a virtual machine of Kali Linux inside that operating system. You do not need to overwrite your existing OS to learn Linux. Numerous virtual machines applications are available from VMware, Oracle, Microsoft and other vendors. All are excellent, but there I will be showing you how to download and install Oracle's free VirtualBox. So let's see how we can download and install VirtualBox. First of all, open your browser and search download VirtualBox. And here links which appear download.virtualbox.org. So just click this link, and now in this website, once it is open, you will be able to see download section here. Just click on this, and here I can see 4 different operating system: Windows, OS X, Linux and other Linux operating system. Also right now I want to download for Windows, so just I click this Windows option here and going to download Windows executable file, and make sure to download latest version. I am already downloaded, so I cancel this. So now when download is complete, come to the desktop, minimize your browser, go to this PC, download section, and here VirtualBox setup file. Click on the setup file and you will be greeted by a familiar setup wizard. Click next, and from this screen simply click next. Keep clicking next until you get to the network interface warning screen, and then click yes and install. When the installation is complete, click finish. After installing VirtualBox successfully, we can download Kali Linux ISO image. So minimize your VirtualBox machine and again open your browser and search Kali Linux download. And here official link of Kali Linux which appears. Click on this link. And here we will be faced with multiple download choices. It's important to choose right download. Along the left side of the table you will see the image name, which is the name of the version that the link download. For instance, the first image name listing I see is Kali Linux 64-bit. It is the full Kali Linux 64-bit, meaning it's the full Kali Linux and suitable for 64-bit system. Most modern system uses 64-bit Intel or AMD CPU. To determine what type of CPU is on your system, minimize your browser, go to desktop and search control panel. Go to system and it should be listed. If your system is 64-bit, go to browser and click here. I am already download this ISO image, so I am cancel this. When the download is completed, now let's get started with virtual machine. Click on new. This open the create virtual machine dialog. Give your machine a name. Any name is okay, but I simply use a Kali, and I am choose the machine folder, and I am give a machine folder in my other local disk. And then select Linux from the drop down menu. Finally select Debian 64-bit from the third drop down menu, unless you are using the 32-bit version of Kali, in which case select the Debian 32-bit version. Click next and you will see a screen here. you need to select how much RAM you want to allocate to this new virtual machine. As a rule of thumb, I do not recommend using more than 25% of your total system RAM. That means if you have installed 4 GB on your physical or host system, then select just 1 GB for your virtual machine. And if you have 16 GB on your physical system, then select 4 GB. Then more RAM you give your virtual machine, the better and faster it will run, but you must also leave enough RAM for your host operating system and any other virtual machine you might want to run simultaneously. Your virtual machine will not use any RAM when you are not using them, but then you will use hard drive space. So I am select 2 GB of RAM, click next, and you will get the hard disk screen. Simply click create, click next. In the next screen you can decide whether you want the hard drive you are creating to be allocated dynamically or a fixed size. If you choose dynamically allocated, the system will not take the entire maximum size you allocate for the virtual hard disk until you need it, saving more unused hard disk space for your host system. I suggest you select dynamically allocated. Click next and you will choose the amount of hard drive space to allocate to the VM and the location of the VM. The default is 8 GB. I usually find that to be a bit small and recommended that you allocated 20 to 25 GB at a minimum. I am allocate 30 GB of RAM and click create. And you are ready to go. At this point you should see a screen like me. Now you will need to install Kali. Note that on the left of the VirtualBox manager you should see an indication that Kali VM is power off. Click the start button. The VirtualBox manager will ask where to find the startup disk. You have already downloaded a disk image with the extension .iso, which should be in your download folder, and simply click choose. Click on start button. Kali will now open a screen like me, offering you several startup choices. I suggest using the graphical install for beginners. Use your keyboard key to navigate the menu. You will next be asked to select your language. Make certain you select the language you are most comfortable working in and then click continue. VirtualBox will go through a process of select your location and give your location. I am choose India and click continue. And then select your keyboard layout and click continue. When you click continue, VirtualBox will go through a process of detecting your hardware and network adapter. Just wait patiently as it does so. Eventually, you will be greeted by a screen asking you to configure your network and simply click continue. Kali will go through a process of setting up user and password. So, give a username and click continue, and also click continue and choose your password. And click continue. Next screen asks about a partition disk. A partition is just what it sounds like, a portion or segment of your hard drive. Choose guided use entire disk and Kali will detect your hard drive and set up automatically. And simply click continue. Continue. Kali will now ask whether you want all file in one partition or if you want to have separate partition. If this were a production system, you probably would select separate partition for home, war and temp partition. But considering that we will be using this as a learning system in a virtual environment, it is safe for you to simply select all file in one partition and click continue. Now we'll be able to ask whether to write your change to disk. Select finish partition and write changes to disk and click continue. Kali will prompt you once more to see if you want to write the change to disk. Select yes and click continue. Kali will now begin to install the operating system. This should take a while, so be patient. Now is the time to take your bathroom break and get your favorite beverage. I leave as default and click continue. And also I leave as default and click continue. In this window, Kali save for install the group bootloader on a hard disk. So yes, and click continue. In this screen, install the group bootloader on a hard disk. So I choose this second option and click continue. In this window, Kali save for finish installation and click continue. Congratulations, you have installed Kali, and login in your Kali. My username is Kali and enter your password. And now I can see this Kali Linux desktop. That's it for today. We will meet in next video. If video is helpful for you, do not forget to like, share this video and subscribe this channel.